My God, I hate drugs.
Umagal ang inflation o yun pong pagbili sa pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin noong Enero. Ayon sa Philippine Statistics Authority, bumagsak sa 4.4% ang inflation rate noong nakaraang buwan, ang pinakamababang antas sa loob ng 10 buwan. Sinabi ng PSA, bumagal ang pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin tulad ng pagkain at non-alcoholic beverages. Malungkot na inanunsyo ni Miss Universe 1993 Dayanara Torres ang pagkakaroon niya ng skin cancer. Sa kanyang Instagram post, sinabi ng Puerto Rican beauty queen na positibo siya sa melanoma, ang pinakadelikadong uri ng skin cancer mula sa isang nunal sa likod ng kanyang tuhod na napabayaan daw niya. Sumailalim siya sa isang biopsy at ikalawang surgery at doon nakumpirma ang cancer. Dahil dito nanawagan ang 44 na taong gulang na beauty queen sa publiko na alagaan ang kanilang mga sarili at magpatingin agad sa doktor kapag may hindi sila magandang nararamdaman sa kanilang katawan. Nagtipon sa Beverly Hills, California ang mga nominado sa Oscar Awards ngayong taon para ito sa taunang Oscar Nominees Luncheon. Nakapaloob dito ang tradisyonal na class photo ng mga nominado bago ang mismong seremonya. Kabilang sa mga dumalo ay sina Lady Gaga at mga aktor na sina Bradley Cooper, Regina King, Rami Malek at Mahershala Ali. Samantala,
Motorcycles for hire, commonly known as habal-habal, may soon be allowed under a bill that hurdled the House of Representatives. A commuter rights advocate believes it's about time to make it legal. Our CNR Arcangel has more.
Ano talaga sila?
JB, not his real name, has been transporting passengers on his motorcycle even before the app Angkas came about. A driver of a motorcycle for hire or habal-habal in a busy part of Metro Manila for the past 20 years, JB says the customers keep on coming, and he goes about his trips at the risk of getting caught by authorities because of the ban on motorcycles taking in passengers.
Paramihan naman ng pasahero namin sinasabi na talagang malaking tulong sa kanila, lalo na sa mga call center na mga nagmamadali. Kasi sobrang traffic. Yung iba, pasahero namin talagang regular na namin na pasahero. Tinatawagan kami, tinitext.
The cat-and-mouse chase between habal-habal drivers and enforcers may soon come to an end under a bill legalizing motorcycles for hire that's been approved on final reading in the House of Representatives. House Bill 8959 seeks to amend the 55-year-old Land Transportation and Traffic Code, which classifies motorcycles as either for private or government use only. The bill changes this policy. Motorcycles may be hired to transport passengers and goods as long as these are registered with the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board. A similar bill is pending at the Senate Public Services Committee. Commuter rights advocate Ariel Inton believes it's time for Congress to legalize motorcycles for hire since they have been on the road for the longest time.
There are a lot of commuters taking it because of traffic, road conditions, etc. So might as well regulate the industry.
Inton says that while safety is a cause for concern, a reading of the numbers will show this should not be the reason to ban motorcycles for public transport. Data from the Metro Manila Development Authority show crashes involving motorcycles resulted in the most number of deaths in 2017 compared to other vehicle types. Of around 24,000 motorcycle crashes in 2017, a total of 247 people were killed. Over 12,000 people were injured from motorcycles in that year compared to about 7,000 from cars.
Sa mga sinasabi na aksidente, yan ba puro for hire? O iba dyan karamihan dyan privately owned. Not safe is not similar to less safe. If the motorcycle is less safe, then regulation should come in to make it safer.
JB hopes House Bill 8959 will become a law so he and his fellow habal-habal drivers can steer clear of authorities running after them. He says they are willing to comply with all the requirements of transport authorities.
Willing kami, ma'am, kung ano yung inaano sa amin ng batas na hingin para maging legal, bibigay naman namin yun.
Pending that, JB says he will still operate outside the radar just as he has done for the past 20 years. Cian Arcangel, CNN, Philippines.
The Senate will vote tomorrow whether or not to approve the transfer of ownership of Mindanao Islamic Telephone Company, or Mislatel, to consortium named as the country's third major telco player. Public Service Committee Chairperson Sandra Grace Poe says it will go through a vote because it is the mandate of the Senate. Senator Frank Drilon earlier said Misletel violated the terms of its franchise when it did not seek congressional approval on the transfer of its controlling interest to the consortium. A valid franchise is needed to name the third telco player. Misletel, meanwhile, says its franchise may only be revoked through a quo warranto petition filed before a court questioning its authority to hold the franchise or congressional action to revoke it. In sports, one local champion football club chasing history on the pitch, Ceres Negros, will kick off its campaign in the preliminary round of the AFC Champions League tonight at 7 p.m. or tonight at 7. The team will face Myanmar's Yangon United on home turf at the Panaad Stadium in Bacolod City. The Busmen hope to reach the playoff in order to fight for a spot in Group F. Over at the NBA, a well-loved veterans jersey is heading to the rafters. The Miami Heat say they will retire the #1 jersey of two-time champion Chris Bosh on March 26th. His career was put on hold in 2016 because of recurring blood clot issues. Bosh is only the fourth Miami Heat player given the honor, alongside Shaquille O'Neal, Alonzo Mourning, and Tim Hardaway. Later in Sports Desk, the cyclist dubbed as Queen of the Trails, Ariana Dormitorio, talks about her journey to the 2020 Olympics. Catch that interview at 10 p.m. Filipino-Chinese or Tsinoy are often perceived as good businessmen and successful entrepreneurs. As we join them in celebrating the arrival of the new year, CNN Philippines correspondent Rex Remigio shares with us the secrets of their business success.
This is the busiest time of the year for Jeric Chua, owner of Chinese deli chain NB-Tin. People are trooping to his biggest store in Binondo, Manila to buy sweets for the Chinese New Year. There are different flavors of hopia and tikoy here. Name it and you will most likely find it.
Well, talagang pag Chinese New Year, napakasikip dito. Actually ngayon medyo mahirap na gumalaw. Pero napakasaya naman. Ang daming nagpupunta, daming dumadagsa at namimili ng mga iba't ibang Chinese products.
Since it opened in 1912 as a small stall on Ongpin Street, NB-Tin's journey to success was never easy. They almost sank into bankruptcy in 1980s until Jeric's father Jerry discovered the ube flavor for hopia. After it clicked with the public's taste buds, NB-Tin has been unstoppable. Today, 26 stores mirror the brand's success.
Siyempre, unang-una importante, kailangan meron kang sipag at syaga. Pangalawa, siyempre, kailangan meron kang belief dun sa product mo at innovative ka. At pinakahuli na rin, kailangan meron tayong konting swerte.
The Chua family is among thousands of Filipino-Chinese families who have made a mark in business. In fact, 7 of 10 billionaires in the country are either Chinese migrants or have bred their children here. 75-year-old Sergio Ortiz Luis has been working with Chinese business tycoons for several decades now. Starting from his humble seafood export business 40 years ago, he's now a director for 28 companies. One of them is Conglomerate Alliance Global Group, owned by the family of tycoon Andrew Tan. Ortiz Luis says it was a hard life for Chinese migrants when they settled here after the Second World War.
So I remember my younger days. Yung mga Chinese, sabi nga, bote garapa, nagtitinda ng namumulot ng mga scraps, nagbebenta ng scraps, nagbebenta ng bote, namamakyaw, naglalako. But look at them now. They're all the successful taipans.
He also says the value of frugality, training at a young age, and a strong network of fellow Chinese business owners contribute to their success. But more importantly, he says, their unparalleled ethic of hard work is something Filipinos should emulate.
Ang kaibahan nila, when they take risk, talagang if they have to work 24 hours, they will do it because they will protect what they do, yung investment nila. Hindi nila papabayaan na panay-risk lang. Talagang coupled with hard work yun.
Indeed, if one wants to succeed in business, there's so much to learn from Chinoy entrepreneurs. Rex Remigio, CNN Philippines.
More than 1 billion people around the world are taking part in celebrations for the Lunar New Year, also called the Chinese New Year. In Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires, crowds gather to watch a traditional dragon dance. This is supposed to bring good fortune in the new year. Fireworks and Chinese lanterns light up the holiday in the European country of Albania. These mark the Year of the Pig, a symbol of optimism and hard work. And in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, more performances and colorful dances. Parties will go on for the next 15 days. This is Newsnight, where we go above and beyond the headlines. We joined the Chinese New Year celebrations in Binondo in Manila, and the Korean boy band BTS hitting the Grammy stage as presenters. Details when we return.